So not a lot of people know this, but I actually discovered coaching because I was looking for a weight loss solution. I am a huge stress eater. That is my number one outlet. If I'm stressed, I don't yell at people, I don't lash out, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I just eat. That is my absolute heroin, is just ordering a big box of Domino's, their cheesy sticks, ordering a pizza, turning on Netflix, and zoning out. And when I was going through a period of my career where I was super stressed, I was working in management consulting, which means I also had access to an expense account and I could order as much takeout and go out to as many fancy dinners as I wanted. I was putting on weight like crazy. And I was like, holy crap, I have got to do something about this. I am not liking where I'm ending up. And so I used to listen to a ton of weight loss podcasts, and I discovered this one podcast called Losing 100 Pounds with Corinne Crabtree. And she uses the same coaching methodology that I ultimately got trained in. And she was the very first person who told me, hey, your actions are being driven by your feelings, and your feelings are being created by your thoughts. So if you don't like the action of overeating and ordering takeout and going out to fancy restaurants and eating whatever the hell you want all the time, the solution is not to do intermittent fasting or cut out carbs or do keto or not buy chips or any of those other tactical action-based solutions. The solution is to look at what are you feeling that is driving you to overeat, and then back it up one more step. What are you thinking that is making you feel that way? And my mind, let me tell you, was freaking blown. I had just never seen anybody approach weight loss and overeating with that mindset or with that problem-solving toolkit. So I joined her coaching program. It was the scariest investment that I ever made, by the way. It was a $60 a week or $60 a month program. Not super expensive. I've spent thousands of dollars coaching beyond that now. But the first $60 I spent on coaching was the absolute scariest because I was so scared I was gonna make a fool of myself, that this wasn't gonna work, that I had fallen for a scam, that I was just gonna be embarrassed. All my fear of failure, everything came up for me. I'm so glad I did not ask for a refund on that $60 and I stuck with it because learning the coaching toolkit absolutely changed my life. And when I joined her program and learned more about the circumstance, thought, feeling, action framework that I'm constantly talking about, realized that I could change my actions and change my results and change my feelings by changing my thoughts, I was like, oh, this applies to everything. This does not just apply to eating and like losing weight and being healthy. This applies to my career, to my work stress, to my imposter syndrome, to my productivity, to my relationships, to my family relationships, friendships. This applies to everything. Holy crap. I feel like I've discovered the secret to life here. And I was like, this is such a beautiful, simple, straightforward, logical problem-solving toolkit. And then I used that toolkit. I hired my first one-on-one coach. I used it to become more productive. I used it to become way less stressed at work. I also used it to realize that I was not on the right career path and to start writing more, become a coach, get certified. Everything I've created in my life since then has been because I learned the coaching toolkit, and it all started with me wanting to stop stress eating. So I'm telling you all this, right, is I want you to think about whatever are those habits and those feelings that you don't like throughout the day. Maybe for you it's overeating, maybe it's over drinking, maybe it's overworking, maybe it's procrastinating, whatever it might be. Just think about whatever that thing is that you don't like, and I want you to know there is a simple, straightforward, logical problem-solving toolkit that can help you fix that problem. It can help you be less stressed, spend more time in flow, figure out whether you should stay in your job or quit your job, figure out how to handle your boss that never seems impressed with you, how to handle your colleagues that keep getting in your way, how to handle the tricky job interviews that are coming up for you, or how to network towards your next role. Whatever it is that you're feeling stuck on, whatever it is that is making you stress eat or do whatever it is when you get stressed, maybe if it's even not eating, I promise you, there's a simple way to solve it. I'm so glad I used it on my own life, and I continue to use it every day. And I'm so happy to tell you all about it and help you solve your problems too. So if you want to learn more about this coaching toolkit, just go to my link in bio or go to the link above, book a consult or book a coffee chat and just come talk to me. I would love to tell you more about my story and also tell you how the super simple, logical, MECE framework of this toolkit can help you solve your problems and get you feeling so much better and spend less time feeling stressed out, less time stress eating and doing your coping mechanisms, and more time feeling grounded and calm and aligned and in flow.